Hey, what's up, guys? Mayhem 759 here. I want to talk about Monday Night Raw last night. Monday Night Raw, pretty good show, all around, top to bottom, good show. I want to talk about a few topics here. Kind of took some notes so I could speak intelligently to everybody about this. Uh, First thing I want to talk about is Triple H and The Undertaker. Now, first off, I want to retract all my previous statements about not wanting to see this for a third time at WrestleMania. The X factor is why I want to see it. The X factor is that it's going to be a Hell in a Cell match. These two guys, Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania, you know it's going to be over the top. It's going to be an awesome match. Might even see a little blood. I don't know. The whole PG thing, you don't see no blood, but Hell in a Cell, I mean, you're bound to see something. These two guys are just going to beat the hell out of each other, and it's just going to be awesome to see. Now, as far as the streak, yeah, it's not going to end. Undertaker's going to walk out of Hell in a Cell, it'll be 20-0 at WrestleMania. And you think about the things Triple H has been saying about being the end of an era, like him and Taker are the only two left from an era of wrestling. That is true. I mean, you look at the roster now. They're the only two guys that's left from the Attitude Era, when the Attitude Era was awesome. But there does come a time when things have to come to an end. I mean, Undertaker, it's not like he's a full-time wrestler nowadays. He comes and does WrestleMania or whatever, does a few appearances here and there. I would hate to see him go, but I'd also hate to see that streaking, because that's something that will never, never, ever be achieved again. I mean, I'm sure it was probably a good 8 or 9-0 before the WWE even really realized what was going on. Like, hey, the Undertaker's undefeated at WrestleMania. We might got something here. I can't wait for this match. It's going to be epic. It's going to be an awesome, awesome match. WrestleMania 28, Miami, Florida. Undertaker, Triple H, Hell in a Cell. It's going to be badass. Going to be badass. All right. Next thing. Chris Jericho wins the Battle Royal to earn number one contendership to CM Punk's WWE title, therefore getting a match at WrestleMania. We all kind of seen this one coming. I know I did, which I think this is going to be a good match. This is going to be a classic wrestling match. And it's probably going to be candidate for match of the year. And then it's going to be all that it's going to be built up to be is what it will be. And you got two of the best at what they do. This is going to be just a great wrestling match. As far as who I think is going to win, I don't know. I kind of see him putting the belt on Jericho, but I've also been hearing some rumors about Jericho having to go in April to tour with Fozzy. I don't know how that will work out. I mean, I think it'd be kind of stupid for him to beat CM Punk at WrestleMania and win the belt, and then turn around on the 29th of April at Extreme Rules and lose it back to him. I mean, I'm not big on these short title runs. I don't know if I've said that before or not, but if you're good enough to get the belt, you're good enough to keep it for a while. I'm not a big fan of these month-long title runs. But I think this is going to be just a classic wrestling match. It's a must-see. Another thing they're doing just to build WrestleMania and build it, where it's probably going to be a very damn good WrestleMania. Next thing I want to talk about is Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight title. Sheamus will win this match. There really ain't much to talk about this. I personally think it's just going to be a squash. Not like a real squash where he gets beaten in 2 minutes, but you're going to see some good wrestling in this match, but ultimately you're going to see Sheamus just beat him down, take his belt from him, walk out WrestleMania World Heavyweight Champion. It should be a good match. It will be a good match. I'm pretty confident in that it'll be a good match. Daniel Bryan's a good enough wrestler to where him and Sheamus could go out and put on a good fight. Can't wait for that one either. Sit here and say Sheamus is going to win, and then WWE pulls freaking fast one on you. Oh, Daniel Bryan retains versus Sheamus at WrestleMania. Which would be fine. I like Daniel Bryan. I like Sheamus. Sheamus is Irish. I got a little Irish in me too. Maybe me and him get together and drink some Guinness sometime. That'd be pretty cool. Next thing I want to talk about is John Cena and The Croc. John Cena's promo last night, just John Cena owned the Croc last night. That was the best promo. I loved it. It's going to be cool to see what The Rock has to say in response. Is he going to address all the things that John Cena said, like calling him out on everything that is true, what John Cena was saying about him last night? I hate the fact that everybody hates John Cena. I mean, what the hell, you know? Why you want to hate on John Cena? To quote somebody I can't fucking stand, Kyle Busch, NASCAR driver, he says, haters are motivators. It's a pretty good saying, coming from that little douchebag though, but still, that's a good saying. Haters are motivators. This is going to be a good match too. And if Rock wins this, it's a travesty. Because I'm looking at it as like, you know, passing the torch. It's another era of wrestling. Kind of like when Hogan passed the torch over to The Rock back in 03, and then bam, Rock was gone. 02, 03, when Rock, and then Rock was gone. I'm on Hollywood do movies. Surely, you don't know. You don't know what WWE's going to do. It could go either way. I'm sure. I don't know if Rock's going to do business and want to put over John Cena or not. That's the thing. Well, I guess we'll see. I can't wait for that one. It's just another good match that's going to be on the WrestleMania card that's already starting to stack up real nice. Other matches I'd like to see at WrestleMania. I know there's been rumors about Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. I don't know how to feel about that one, seeing as how Dustin ain't been in the ring for a while, but I'm sure it would be a good match. And have a lot of build to it, being brother versus brother and whatnot. If you go back to Goldust of like 1995, 1996, 1997, then yeah, it could be an awesome match. But somebody that's got it the way he does don't really have a bad match unless it's just a stupid gimmick match being put on. Once again, this could be a classic wrestling match. You got to watch for that one. I see that one happening because who's Cody going to face? I don't know. Randy Orton maybe, possibly. I mean, if they had plans for Randy Orton to face Wade Barrett at WrestleMania, that's probably not going to happen now, seeing as how Wade Barrett got hurt last night. And I read some things on WrestleZone about what happened to him. I said that he dislocated his elbow, which is pretty damn serious. That's going to put him out for a while. I hate that because him and Orton would have been a good match at WrestleMania. Another match I wouldn't mind seeing. I know probably going to get called an idiot for this one, but how about Dolph Ziggler versus Jack Swagger? Be a good wrestling match. I don't know. Y'all can tell me how you feel about that one. I think it'd be good. I'm trying to think of other matches that would be nice to see at WrestleMania, but I think you got to do Money in the Bank. That's Money in the Bank started at WrestleMania. I think you got to do Money in the Bank at WrestleMania for as big of an event that WrestleMania is going to be this year. I think you got to do Money in the Bank. Who's in Money in the Bank? I probably like The Miz and Kofi Kingston, Cody maybe if they don't do him and Goldust, Justin Gabriel maybe, Mark Henry, Kane. As time will tell. I'm saying we're 41 days out from WrestleMania. It's going to make for some good TV coming up. I personally will watch SmackDown tonight. SmackDown being live, it's probably going to address a few things regarding WrestleMania. Maybe you'll see some rivalries start to build a good match, to build some matches for WrestleMania. Another thing from last night was Ron Simmons getting the Hall of Fame. I think this is overdue. I think this should have happened last year. It's a good thing. I think Ron Simmons deserves it. I mean, Ron Simmons has been there for a long time. Put on good matches. Just done all kinds of over the top things. And him and Bradshaw in the APA, that was the shit back in the day. And Ron Simmons' football background and stuff to go along with him. He's just an athlete, pure athlete, great wrestler. It's a shame he never was WWE champion. I think that's one thing that he should have gotten, was to be WWE champion. But going into the Hall of Fame, that's a hell of an honor too. And I'm happy for him. That's awesome. Who else do you all think should be in the Hall of Fame this year? I wonder when they're going to induct the $1 Million Man into the Hall of Fame. That's another one. Jake the Snake Roberts. I think Jake the Snake Roberts would be a good one for Hall of Fame. Maybe Yokozuna. I mean, Yokozuna didn't have that long of a run, but the run that he had was just, he was the top. He was on top. Had some good matches with Undertaker and Bret Hart. WrestleManias, casket matches. That classic casket match at the Royal Rumble in 1994. That was pretty cool. That's old school. I don't know if some of you kids even remember seeing that, but I remember watching that at my house, watching it on pay-per-view. A couple of my buddies were there. My parents had a poker game going on. We were sitting there watching the Royal Rumble, and all the creepy stuff happened with the Undertaker after it was over, and it comes up on the screen and says, "I will not rest in peace." And then he was gone till SummerSlam. Then they built that angle up. There's two Undertakers. It's just classic stuff. Probably gonna wrap it up on that. Really have a lot to talk about. I mean, Raw was good last night. Be more to come. More things to talk about. My sidekick, Thrash Maniac, my brother Levi. Me and him usually do the videos together, but I decided I just wanted to do one myself and talk about a few things. See what kind of responses I get. Shout out to my team. We lost our game last Monday, but fought hard, played a really good team. Very proud of their effort. Can't wait to get to work and get ready for next year. We got 3 starters coming back on our team. Plus, we had a solid freshman class this year. Really looking forward to it. I've already got ideas running in my head of things to do once we can start open gyms and we start into our summer program on how to do things to make us better so we can go out there and compete with some of the freaking top dogs in our league. And we're playing a tough league. We got 4 teams from our league won sectional titles over the weekend, and we're going to the district tournament, which is quite an achievement. So big shout out to them. And and my Ohio State Buckeyes getting beat by Michigan, it fucking pissed me off. Hopefully they can get their shit together going into this tournament run. I hate Kentucky Wildcats. Anybody but the fucking Kentucky Wildcats win the NCAA tournament this year would be fine by me. But I'm going to end the video on that. Thanks guys for watching. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about me doing a video by myself. It's kind of fun. Shows I had a little bit more stuff to talk about. Shout out to Tommy, Wrestling for Life, Thrash, my brother, myself, Goonie. Watch your videos. Watch you guys' videos all the time. Love what you do. Y'all have a good day, and talk to you later.